What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Lil Netty channel. I was gonna say Netty Flash, that was my old name. Welcome back to the Lil Netty channel, and we are here, episode 7 of Basketball and Rugby League talk. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and yes, I do have braids, but let's get to the video and let's get to the topics. Let's go. So guys, we'll start off with our first topic for basketball. So topic number 1 is thoughts on Tyler Herro winning 6th Man of the Year. So we do know that Tyler Herro just won the 6th Man of the Year. Credits for him. I did pick him to win it. I think that he showed definitely tremendous effort off the bench. He was dropping 30 off the bench, played tremendous minutes, and I think there was no other winner other than him, He also helped the Heat in that number 1. They are the number 1 seed as well, He's also a big part of that big part of that reason why they're number 1, and I do think he deserves it. My thoughts on him winning it, I do think he deserves it, and I think that he's definitely like a 3-point sniper, scores a lot of points, gets a lot of minutes off the bench, and I think he deserves it, and I think he can also help them be championship contenders, championship material, and I think they already are, and he's definitely a big part of that team, and I think he's also a reason why they are the number 1 seed, and why they are also championship material, and why they are championship contenders. And that's my thoughts on Tyler Herro winning the 6th Man of the Year. Right, guys, we'll move on to topic number 2 now. Other Suns championship contenders. I think with D-Book, they definitely are. D-Book's a big part of that team, having an MVP season. Not in that top 3. He's not nominated, but he was in that top 5. He's had a great season, I think with the Pelicans, I think without him, the Suns were sort of falling apart. I know they still won that series, but Chris Paul also carried them. But I think Devin Booker is the best player in the Suns, and I do think they are championship contenders with Devin Booker because in game 1 against the Mavs, you could see their confidence was really up, and he had a pretty good game, as with DeAndre Ayton and Chris Paul. They're a really good big 3, have a lot of chemistry together, and you have Mikal Bridges, who is just has great defense, he's sort of like a two-way player, does great defensively and offensively. I think they are championship contenders, but only with D-Book, only because he brings that confidence into the team, and he's also a big part of that team, having an MVP season, playing at an MVP level, but yeah, I definitely think that they are championship contenders, but only with D-Book. And you have Chris Paul, who is playing great at the age of 37, and if he keeps playing like that, and Devin Booker keeps playing like that, like MVP levels, I think that they are championship contenders, and they could possibly win the championship. Right, guys, let's move on to topic number 3. Topic number 3 is, are the Sixers done without Embid? Embid, such a big part of that team, when we do know he's injured. I think the Miami Heat are absolutely going to sweep them. They are going to sweep the crap out of them. James Harden is washed. He is just crap, I think, in my opinion, he probably is the most overrated player in the world. But yeah, Sixers are crap without Embid. Embid has carried them, especially against the Raptors, and Embid has had such a great season. It's almost like the situation with the Suns, Devin Booker, but I feel like that situation is a little bit different. I'm not really going to compare it, but I do think the Sixers are done without Embid. I don't think they can win without him. Embid's such a big part of that team. Had good defense, amazing rebounding, scoring, won the scoring title this year ever since Shaq in 1999. You know, I think that they are done without him. I think they have no hope without him. You know, Miami Heat are such a strong team. I think Miami Heat will win in 5. You know, Miami Heat is the #1 team in the Eastern Conference, and they are playing so great this season, just absolutely great. And Tyler Herro won the 6th Man of the Year. Jimmy Butler having an incredible season, both ways, defensively and offensively. I think that the Heat will get them in 5, and I do think that the Sixers are done without Embid. Right, guys, topic number 4 now. So just, you know, some tips for the second round of the NBA playoffs. Should be good. You know, I'm gonna have some good tips here. There might be a bit of debating in the comments, and I don't know why the comments are turned off, but you debate in your head to me while watching the video. But anyways, so tips for the second round. Topic number 4. I think so. We'll start off with the Western Conference. The first game is the Warriors and Memphis. I do think that the Warriors are going to be a bit strong for Memphis. Ja Morant having such a great season. He won Most Improved Player, but I don't think him and the Grizzlies will have enough power to face the Warriors to beat them, especially, you know, Warriors having such a great season. Started off well. I think that the Warriors will be too strong. You have Jordan Poole as the 6th man. Draymond Green doing some great defense. He's having also pretty good games offensively, a little bit. Klay Thompson, who is excited to be back in the playoffs, and Steph Curry, who is hitting splash shots, you know. I do think this team is a championship contender, and I do think they'll beat Memphis in 6. Yes. So yeah, I got Warriors in 6. Yeah. Next game for the Western Conference, we have the Suns and Mavericks. I think that the Suns are going to win this series, and I think they're gonna win it in 6 because the Mavs versus the Utah Jazz, who are absolutely hopeless. And creds to the Mavs, you know, they played well without Luka Doncic in the first 2 games of that series. But now Luka is back, and Luka is back better than ever. But his team just isn't winning. I don't think that they will win this series. I think that the Suns will, with Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, and Chris Paul, and Mikal Bridges. I think that whole team with Devin Booker will be too strong for the Dallas Mavericks, and I think that the Suns will be too strong, and I got them in 6. Next game so this is now the Eastern Conference. We have the Sixers and the Heat. Easy, and I said it in the last topic. Are the Sixers done without Embid? And they are. So I got the Heat in 5. I think that the Sixers will win 1 game. It will be a lucky game at home. I think that the Heat, they are having a great season. I think all the players are having a great season. Tyler Herro won the 6th Man of the Year, and Jimmy Butler is having a great season, offensively and defensively, 2 ways. So yeah, I think that the Heat will be too strong. You know, #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and they are competing like crazy. They are also a championship contender, but you never know till you see it. But my tip is the Heat are going to win it because the Sixers are absolutely hopeless without Embid. So yeah, I think that the Heat will win it in 5. So last game for the Eastern Conference, we have the Bucks and the Celtics. I think that the Bucks are not going to beat the Celtics. I think that the Celtics will be a bit too strong. We do know that today. Shut up, plane. We do know that today the Celtics won, and they had a great game defensively, especially. I think that they deserve to win that game. They definitely did good defense on Giannis and Drew Holiday, who are probably their main players with Chris Middleton out. But yeah, I think that the Celtics will take it in 7, and I think the main reason for that is their defense, and also they have great players coming off the bench. Peyton Pritchard, you have Grant Williams as well, who's doing crazy guarding Giannis, and I think he's doing a great job. I think all around the Celtics are doing a great job, especially Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum doing absolutely great. And let's not forget that in Game 2 to tie up the series, the Celtics won without Marcus Smart, who was out with a quad injury. So you know what, credit to the Celtics, and they are also championship contenders. So you know, I got the Celtics in 6. I don't think the Bucks will beat them, but I think that we did learn that. Shut up, far out. But I think we did learn that today, that the Celtics are going to make it a competitive series, and I think this is going to be a competitive series between the Bucks and the Celtics. But I do have the Celtics winning in 7, and that is my tips for the second round of the NBA playoff. Right, guys, we are moving on to topic number 5 for basketball. Topic number 5 for basketball: who is better, Allen Iverson or Kyrie Irving? Both amazing point guards. I think that Allen Iverson, all around, is a great player. You know, he can dunk. Kind of, you know, he's a great, I think, and they're both great dribblers. Allen Iverson, great shooting ability, layups especially. Kyrie has a bit of athleticism in him and a great dribbler as well. I think these two are sort of like the same player. I find them equal, but if we're to say who is better, I have to think it through, you know. You just have to think it through between these two, because they are sort of the same player, you know. Great dribblers, great scorers, have a bit of athleticism. So yeah, I find them the same player, but I think that Allen Iverson is better all around. So yeah, I think Allen Iverson is better than Kyrie Irving, but I do think they are sort of the same. It's a bit of a close one, but you know, you think what you think. What do you think? Just say it while you're watching this video, but I think that Allen Iverson is better than Kyrie Irving. Right, guys, we're moving on to topic number 6 now. Is Jordan Poole the third Splash Brother? Yes, sir, bro. Honestly, this guy, 29th pick, the final pick in the 2019 NBA draft, in the first round. What a player he's become. I think he also should have won the MIP, but Ja definitely also deserved it. You know, this guy came from the G League, and now he is one of the Warriors' star players. You know, he is putting up hella amazing points off the bench, and he can play anywhere. He can play shooting guard, small forward, or point guard. You can put him at either of those positions, and if you want him to play, he can play. And you know, some people said that he is the worst pick in that draft, in the 2019 draft. I think he shut them up, and I think he is becoming one of the Warriors' best players, and he definitely is becoming a third Splash Brother, because he is an amazing three-point shooter, a mid-range shooter, layups, amazing dribbling, so well. This kid is just absolutely amazing, and he's part of the new generation, and you know, I see him becoming top 5 shooter of all time. You know, definitely in the future, way in the future. You know, this kid's still young, also with Ja Morant as well, but I do think Jordan Poole is the third Splash Brother, and he has become the third Splash Brother. So we'll just have a bit of a fun topic, and I'll answer this straight away. Topic number 7: greatest shooter of all time. Steph Curry. Right, guys, we're moving on to topic number 1 for Rugby League. So guys, topic number 1 for Rugby League is: will the Sea Eagles change with Tommy Turbo returning? So we do know that Turbo is returning for the Manly Sea Eagles. They are currently in the top 8. They have done, you know, 50-50 without him. You know, some good games with him, some good games without him, some bad games without him. I think it's sort of 50-50. But I do think they'll change a little bit with him returning. Definitely brings a lot of confidence into the Manly side. you know, and you have DCE, who is having a pretty good season so far. He has a great kicking game, you know, defense is pretty good. Running game, maybe just a little bit work on that, and his half combination with Kieran Foran is also working very well for Manly. But I do think that the Sea Eagles will change, you know, their winning mentality with Turbo returning, because he is a very big part of that team, a very good player. He loves that team, you know, you can tell he's very passionate. And, you know, I think that they will change with him returning. So, yeah, I do think they'll change with him returning. Right, guys, we're moving on to topic number 2 now for Rugby League. How much spark will Brian To'o add to the Panthers? So we do know that Brian To'o also is returning for the Panthers. Brian To'o, great winger, got Winger of the Year last year, Dally M Winger of the Year last year, had a tremendous season, but he got injured at the start of this season, round 2, with an MCL sprain. It got him out for 8 weeks, six weeks, I think, 6 to 8 weeks. But now he is back, and I think that he'll also add confidence to the Panthers side, but they are still doing well, and they are just automatic winners, just automatic winners. They are all playing at their best. The Panthers, you know, I feel like there's no bad players in that team, I swear. And with Brian To'o and Moses Leota coming back, I think it'll add more confidence, and they will definitely win more games and by a bigger margin now, you know. So yeah, I think he'll add a lot of spark to that team, bring them a lot of confidence, put in the work that he's supposed to put in, and he always tries his hardest, always puts in work, and I do think Brian To'o will add a lot of spark for the Panthers in his return this Friday. So guys, we're going to finish off this video with quick tips for round 9. Let's go. So we'll start off with the first game for the round. We have the Rabbitohs versus the Broncos. I think that the Rabbitohs will win, especially at home. The Rabbitohs are pretty good, so I got them winning 30-14. Second game, we have the Raiders versus the Bulldogs. Let's go, Bulldogs won. Sucked in, Roosters. Roosters fans, I hate you so much. You're, well, sucked in, all of yous. But let's go, Bulldogs won. I think they'll go 2 in a row against the hopeless Raiders. I think they'll win 18-10, the Bulldogs. We have the third game, Panthers versus the Parramatta Chokers. I think that the Panthers will win 34-18. I think that the Parramatta Chokers are just a choking team. They are absolutely crap and hopeless. Next game, we have the Sea Eagles versus the Tigers. I think that the Sea Eagles will win 20-12, especially with Turbo coming back. It will bring a lot of confidence, but I don't think they'll win by a really big margin, but I do think they'll get the win in Toby Turbo's return. Next game, we have the Roosters versus the Titans, sorry. I think that the Roosters will win 20-18. I think it will be a pretty close game. Roosters are coming off 2 losses in a row. I do think that they'll get their redemption this game, but not by a big margin. I think it'll be a pretty good game, and I do think that the Roosters will win 20-18. Next game, we have the Cowboys versus the Knights. So the Cowboys will win without a doubt. Cowboys are the most improved side this season so far. They are currently sitting at the 3rd spot. I do think they'll win 34-16 against the hopeless Knights, who are absolutely crap, and sitting at last place. Next game, we have the Storm versus Dragons. Storm are automatic. The Dragons have done well, 3 wins in a row. I think that the Storm will win like they always do, and they'll put up 44 points to 6 against the Dragons. And the final game for the round, we have the Sharks versus the Warriors. I think that the Sharks will win 26-8, coming off a loss against Brisbane. I think they want revenge. Redemption. I think that they'll win at home against the Warriors 26-8. And that's my tips for round 9, guys. Let's go. So guys, we have come to an end in the video, unfortunately. But thank you for joining us this episode 7 of Basketball and Rugby League Talk. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next episode on Friday, episode 8. And yeah, we'll see you then. Peace.
Hey yo, Nashy, you go crazy.
Little mama a party girl, she just wanna have fun too. They say you ain't wifey type, but I don't care, I want you.